So we're back after we were kicked out by the Belvedere.
And then
You're not supposed to see it in the grass.
well, you heard it. He's saying.
The guy was super gentle.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah.
Then we came here and we had a chat that we didn't record, obviously.
We have a chat. That was a conversation. That was not a hashtag chat.
Yeah.
That was not a hashtag chat.
Chat, not hashtag chat.
Exactly.
It's for me, it's the Chinese garden moment.
Chinese garden.
Like that in Frankfurt. It would have been nice actually if we recorded like even 5 minutes in that Chinese garden. We have to go back to that Chinese garden.
Just for that.
Just to have a chat there.
Frankfurt.
In Frankfurt.
Yeah. Frankfurt.
Yeah. Something to remember.
Maybe we'll find something in Essen.
Yeah. But it's different. I mean, Essen, like where we do it, is probably like out of the city because it's like the industrial, mines. So it's like probably like you can be middle of nowhere.
Right.
Anyways, I don't know. We talked a lot, so
I
we
mean,
still talk about something.
No, from what I would like to talk is then. How is called this guy? The guy.
Found footage.
The found footage.
Yeah.
I like that idea. But basically, we have all this content. I mean, we have been talking the whole day about the medium in relation to, or content in relation to the medium that is being spread, or which medium is used for the content, right? In different ways. So the medium and the content in different ways. We have been talking about the whole day. Content and videos, basically.
Yeah.
That's the medium.
But so we were there. I don't want to turn the camera, but we were at the cafeteria. And
I was just wondering because
the cashier, he does like film, I think. He works
Yes,
with
I
film.
think so. Yeah.
And then in film, he was saying that this found footage, which is like you don't know who it belongs to, like old film, snippet or whatever. You don't know where it's from, and then you can reappropriate to do something. And I think it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's really related to our what we do or what we want to do.
What we want to do.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to work to create like one audiovisual content that is so like to work with the content within the content that we have already and create an audiovisual piece that you can use as such.
As such. Well, like for me, I see found footage in like different ways. One is
When you found the footage.
well, actually,
When you found the footage.
when I found footage. One is like we can use other people's footage, which we kind of do sometimes. Like I did a few times, especially with like dance pieces. And then also our content can be the footage to be found. What else? Or it can be more abstract. This methodology for other people to like adapt content into a practice, remix as a practice, let's say.
Yeah.
But something I was already talking about is what if we kind of make because we have a whole bunch of footage, like what if we make it anonymous somehow and distribute it in a way that is not kind of traceable. It can be traceable, but it's not immediately like labeled with best practices. Then what's going to happen? What people will do it, but it will be a shame if they make NFTs and
Well, to be honest,
make fortune with it.
I would be fine with it.
Depends. No, that's not really the point. But then the question is, how can we make it anonymous? How can we distribute it? Basically?
The footage.
Yeah, because if we put it online, then it's obviously that we put online.
Yeah.
So one way I was thinking is to burn, DVD or SD card or whatever. Probably no one has optical disc.
I was thinking, who is using these days like CDs, like optical disc?
But this could be actually a thing. What if we burn it into floppy disk, for example?
Do you have? No, that will not because of the will be fairly impossible because how heavy are the videos?
So that's something we have to think. Somehow we have to compress it into small images or videos or something that can be put inside the floppy disk and distributed. Then not many people can read it.
No, then to stop the material then is the opposite of like visibility because the material gets stopped.
No, because I don't think the distribution of the media has visibility in this case, because it's more about a performative act of this, or the performance or the, let's say, artwork itself is the distribution.
Yeah.
If you frame it as such, then you can distribute this action as something else.
Yeah, but then I agree on that. But then I think like I will say rather a CD than a floppy disk, because the CD is still like not so many people have these things to read anymore,
Right.
And it's still so it's kind of like it's not going so drastic. Going floppy disk is very drastic.
Yeah.
I think a CD will be nice. And I have a machine to burn like 5 of those at one time.
I would say this can be like different projects, because if we think about floppy disk, I don't know how big is it.
That's less than 200 megabytes.
Because I remember like Sony made this huge digital camera, digital quote unquote, that saves on a floppy disk, and you can take like 3 photos.
I think there's no more than 250 megabytes.
No, it's like a few megabytes. So
Yeah?
not even a few hundred.
Wow. That is just extreme.
But then, what makes me think, or what I think interesting, is how to compress the data of practice or whatever into floppy disk and still like meaningful in a way.
No, that I found, I understand that it's interesting, but I wouldn't use that medium to share with people. I think that's more like a special case, for some specific occasion. Then yes, but not as the performative act to go in different places and give to people.
It's 1.2 megabytes. So
1.2 megabytes.
we can have a few JPEG files for sure.
Yeah.
But
That would be so cool because if you give depending on the for instance, like that would be cool to bring something like that to now, because then in a crowd like that, somebody might find a way how to do it,
right.
So if you give away 10 or 20, if at least 1 to 2 person they do it on their own, then it's just successful, or you feel like at least somebody will do it.
Yeah.
And it's not in a random space. In a space like that, then I would say it makes sense. It's like the object is special.
But we can also think like, because floppy disk is such a interesting object in itself, and we can like print stickers as well on floppy disk. And if we make it as a kind of souvenir, then maybe it's something else, and then still has data, but you don't have to see the data, for example. I don't know. Just saying.
The other thing maybe I'd like to say is that we didn't mention and I have in my notes is about going back to what we did on Saturday. Is the idea of these days you hear and you can see very often in different places online that people talk about hybrid performances. And it's kind of a trend. I mean, because of Zoom calls and all these things. That
You mean
happen.
in this case, like online and offline?
Yeah,
For example.
that's what they call a hybrid. Like now, like not hybrid in the sense like like using technology in different ways. Like, but it's just literally yes, online and offline. That's what they meant with hybrid festivals. That's very much. That was the case of the IWDE, right? There was a hybrid festival, and they promoted it as a hybrid thing.
Yeah.
And then when you do so what we did, it was hybrid. We don't really think it was hybrid, but it's just something that we can underline in order to going towards the idea of visibility. You know, that we consciously said there's a hybrid thing where it happens online as always, but also there is the performance that we just mentioned before when we were in the park. This performance quotation mark.
I mean, there's so many things we can frame, but not affect ourselves in a way. Like this hybrid thing or performance, these words, we can just like not define ours, but yeah, like we can define our practice as with those words, but we are, detached. I mean, it's just the name of it, and then if we do the practice, it's still practice, right?
But I think it's very strange. I mean, what I found interesting is just in the word itself. It's like because it's something that I don't agree when people say it's a hybrid thing because it's not hybrid. It's just the way how people. Yeah, just because now we are getting used to this offline online situation.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's a hybrid thing. But I found it interesting to research or the space, this hybrid space. Quotation mark.
Yeah. Something. I don't know. Say. Maybe we can close it. Yeah. And we find another space, or maybe you can do it tomorrow. Another chat.
Or we can even put a microphone to start talking as we do.
Yeah. So we don't have video and stuff.
Yeah, because just like the microphone is
Yes, super nice people working here. Kudos to the
apparently they were working for 2 weeks non-stop.
Crazy.
That's so crazy. I feel that's just abusing because I think they're like volunteers. I think they're volunteers.
Yeah. So thank you, festival staff, volunteers. The festival itself is always questionable, I would say.
But thanks so much. Like yeah.
Thank you, Cara. Thank you, Rio. I hope he's not there.
So, but the IWDE, that was very nice to be invited. To all the guys, like so the people that have more to contact with. So Class, super thank you because he just joined last minute. He did the best, like to try to facilitate what we were doing.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, I will see you in Brussels. And Deirdre, Daphne, Pablo was so cool because he was playing with the computer.
I missed that. Like everyone's saying that. I have to see.
That was very cool. I'm gonna ask maybe he can send me the video.
Yeah, there's your point. Maybe there is. Cool.
Okay.
Then we see in Vienna or somewhere.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Ciao.